Hello and welcome to the British Grand Prix here at Silverstone. The grandstands are packed, the cars have just made their way to the grid, and we're minutes away from lights out. The 3.6-mile-long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and Cops flat out. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Charles Leclerc and Perez, Ricciardo, Gasly, Joe and Kevin Magnussen, Tsunoda, Norris, Mick Schumacher and Ocon, Fernando Alonso, Bottas, Nicholas Latifi and Alex Albon. Stroll and Sebastian Vettel starts from the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. Anthony Davidson will be sharing his insight alongside me once again today. What should we be looking out for, Ant? Why don't we get things rolling by talking about George Russell?
Well, it was a really impressive lap in qualifying to get pole position, but are they going to be able to hold on to the lead into the first corner with so many quick starters around them? And of course, it's looking very close here today. A lot's going to be riding on those first few corners, and then the question becomes who can manage their tyres so they're in a better position to push hard towards the end.
that was to take the win for Ferrari today. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix. They're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there. Let's focus on driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Carlos Sainz certainly wasn't